Thomas. I'm a massage therapist, counselor, and educator, and I practice at the Center for Healing Arts. I'm doing a series on the drama triangle, and this is the second part I'd like to share with you today. The drama triangle, as we discussed briefly, comes from the work of Eric Berne in the 1960s and 70s, and it looks at roles that we play. The triangle itself requires 3 players or 3 perspectives. That of the villain, or as we might think about as the bad guy, the victim, the person who's been wronged or done wrong to, and the hero, the one who is supportive and rescues the victim. So today I would like to explore a little bit more about this triangle and what it means to get out of the triangle. One, when you know when you're in the triangle, how to get out. So first, to say that this dynamic between 3 people or 3 perspectives happens for all of us, that within us there are these little roles that we play, and we find those roles also in relationships, people who are around us in organizations, our family and our friends, where we might slip into a dynamic that would be called the drama triangle. In my work with clients, the folks who I see most often are people who slip into the victim role or the hero role. The victim is the one who's been wronged and oftentimes will collapse. The victim often doesn't understand why that they are being picked on. And while this role as a victim might be a painful one, the person might respond as a victim by rebelling. So while they may still be the victim of an organization or a policy or a law, their response may be that of a rebel. On the other hand, they might collapse completely, so that they might throw up their arms and just give up. So they may be collapsed, or they may be emboldened to be confrontational with whatever they perceive as the villain. The victim is kind of trapped because they can't mobilize their life in a way that they find satisfying. Either they're pushing against the organization or they're completely at its mercy. So the victim does not assume 100% responsibility for their life. So the only way is for this victim to begin to see or feel that this is not a satisfying role any longer. It's the same old pattern of being stuck again and again and again. And nothing moves forward and nothing changes. Likewise, the other type of personality I will see, or the other theme that often comes into my treatment space, is that of the hero. Now, the hero is the one who is being invited into this dynamic by the victim. But the hero responds in a way that they're going to rescue, they're going to take care of, they're going to nurture, they're going to do what's needed so that this person, without assuming any responsibility for themselves, has what they need or say that they need. So the hero will often go after the villain, whether that's a policy or a law, or may just support the victim so that they have what they perceive that they need. The hero can be someone who is an extremely capable and always ready person who is there for every occasion whenever you need anything. So this person may even think about what you need before you think about what you need. And they will show up as being available and saying yes, perhaps even when they want to say no. When the hero has played this role long enough, what will happen is they will become depleted and exhausted and tired, and they will want not to do the rescuing. They will want you to stand on your own 2 feet if you are the victim. But they don't know how to step out of their habit of always going after and supporting and saying yes and being the caretaker or being the cheerleader, so that they will find themselves at some point exhausted. These two are the folks who will come in for a massage, for therapy, who find that they cannot continue on in the pattern that they are in. The villain is less likely to come in because the villain's perspective, if this is a person, is often that they are simply right. They're self-righteous, that they know the right way, and that's the way it should be done. And that everybody else who has a different opinion is probably wrong. So the villain is the least likely of the three roles to seek support outside of themselves for making change. All three positions are equally liable for creating the drama. We cannot have a triangle going on if we take one of the players out. So if either the hero or the victim decides that they want out and they do want to make a change, the only way out is to assume 100% responsibility. And what that means is that they have to take a moment to pause and say, what's going on here? This is the 100th or the 1000th time I've felt like this. This clearly is a pattern in my life. So a couple of the things that I encourage people to do is when they wake up to the experience that they are in one of these roles as victim or hero, that they first pause and take a deep breath. So really letting the belly round and relax and say, okay, I know where I am now. I know I'm in the triangle and I'm making a change now. Another tool to use to get out of the triangle and assume responsibility is to move. Now, while we would like to make movement in our life, what you can simply do is to make any kind of movement in your physical body. That can be as simply as rolling your shoulders, shaking out your shoulders, stretching, doing anything that changes the physical stature, how you are standing. When we are in a role, just like actors and actresses on a stage, when we are in a role, our body takes certain positions. Victim can be collapsed, or if the victim goes into rebelling, it can be very bold-chested and aggressive. The hero will often be supportive, of carrying, of moving forward, of extending from the heart, of extending outward from this part of their body, so that the energy in the physical body gets drained, but it also has its own form. So simply breathing, shaking, and just loosening up can be very helpful to stop the pattern and start to assume 100% responsibility. I like these two strategies because they're easy, you can do them anywhere, and they cost nothing. Probably the most important aspect for getting off the triangle is to ask yourself, what do you really want? If I'm a victim to some circumstance, let's say I'm in a job, a dead-end job, and I ask myself, what do I really want in my life? If I'm stuck here, do I really want to have a different job? Do I want to accept this job as it is so that I'm not feeling victimized? What is it that I really want about this job? If I'm the hero over here and I'm always rescuing and I'm tired, what do I really want here? Do I want to say no? Do I want to take a nap? Do I want to go away on vacation? What do I want that will nourish me and allow me to be replenished so that I can move forward in my life without being so exhausted? For the hero, often having the courage and learning to say no is the most important thing. So the hero is a role that many people play in different aspects of their lives. And it's an important one to be able to assist, but not to the point of depletion. So asking yourself, what do you really want as you explore your connection to either the villain or the victim, and identifying what the villain and the victim really are taking from you as the hero. So as you begin to become aware that you are caught in this drama triangle with a situation or with other people or even within yourself, that taking a deep breath, moving, letting yourself stretch, move. You could even put on music and just dance for a period of time. Anything that moves your physical form will be helpful in shaking loose the body postures and the positions that these roles invite you to assume. And then, most importantly, explore this question: what do you really want here? So I hope this conversation has been helpful to you. I hope you'll come back and join me again. I will explore each of these individual roles and how they can move further off the drama triangle in the coming videos. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful to you and that you'll join me again as I explore other topics and tools and techniques that help us live a conscious and healthy life. For more information or to make an appointment, please visit my website, www.centerfor-healingarts.com, which is listed in the description below. Thank you.